My name is Jacqueline Webb, but most people just call me Jackie. I am currently a 21-year-old medical student at the University of Pretoria.
So you ask me, what is it that I am most passionate about in life? What is it that encourages me to wake up every morning and make the best of my day? And the answer is quite simple. To me, it's people. The rich, the poor, the young, the old, Indian, coloured, Asian, black, Caucasian, people from all over the globe. Because it is people that bring colour and excitement to my everyday life. It is people that you often learn the greatest lessons from in life. And it is people that just make me laugh every single day. Okay, so now that we have this image of these hundreds of people that I have a passion for, I want us to veer off in a slightly different direction. Keeping in mind this image, we're going to zoom in on one specific individual. And this individual need not have a name, nationality, gender, or race. But while I'm describing this individual, I'd like you to identify certain aspects of your life with this individual. So we'll be calling this individual X. Every morning, X wakes up and gets out of bed, has a cup of coffee, brushes their teeth, gets into their car and drives to work, cooks and cleans, makes dinner for their families and shares an intimate moment with someone. But what happens if X is incapable of doing one of these activities? Or even worse, all of them? Most of us are lucky, and if we are too ill or feverish to get out of bed and go to work, or if we are too injured to go to hospital, we can just get the best medical aid that we can possibly look for, and the services are at our side in no time.
And there are hundreds of people that are incapable of accessing these resources we take for granted. They are often limited by social, political, and economic boundaries and cannot help themselves in any way. And this brings us to a river. Where on the one side of the river, I am standing as a medical student and future doctor, wanting to help the people who are on the other side of the river. And here I'd like to extend this metaphor to not only South Africa or Africa, but many of the countries all over the world, where on one side of the river, you have the hundreds of individuals that are trying to build a bridge to reach us with their meager resources. And on this side, where I am on, all the doctors, healthcare workers, NGOs and government health systems attempting to build a bridge across the rushing waters beneath. And all too often, we find that this bridge falls short and the two ends do not meet. And hundreds of people get lost in the rushing tides of illness, violence and disease beneath. And my dream is that every individual within South Africa can in some way try to build these bridges that exist in so many places within our society. One of the people that stands on the same side of this river as I am is my own mother, a medical doctor who has worked in a district hospital in South Africa for the past 30 years and has fought with tooth and nail to try and extend this bridge out to as many people as possible, often putting herself at danger. She is one of my greatest inspirations and quite frankly a superwoman, and also one of the key factors that has shaped my worldviews. This is obviously much easier said than done, because often the problem that we're trying to bridge is as big as the River Nile. However, as many people have said previously, and many people will say in the future, it's small steps at a time that make the difference. And in my own way, I'm already trying to help cross this river or these problems that we face in South Africa today. Last year I was the co-founder of the Friends of MSF Society, or Friends of Doctors Without Borders Society, at the University of Pretoria. Here we raise awareness about what Doctors Without Borders does all over the world, as well as raise funds in aid of their cause. We've also stepped out of these boundaries of raising awareness and funds, and this year have reached out within our own community in Pretoria to help those who do not have adequate access to healthcare. A few days ago, on the 26th of July, we hosted our very first Friends of MSF Health Day. Here, we screened about 300 individuals, as well as handed out hundreds of blankets, items of clothing, food, health education, HIV testing, and the likes. I was also lucky enough to attend the MSF General Assembly in 2014. Here, I was lucky to meet hundreds of delegates and expatriates from all over the world who joined to discuss access to healthcare in countries that are struggling in Africa and other places. Some of my other achievements have been head girl of my school, Freyd High School, in 2010, as well as achieving first in KZN with my matric results. After this, I was lucky enough to be Primaria of Kalitzia, the ladies' medical residence at the University of Pretoria in 2013, and I'm currently President of the Friends of MSF Society at the University of Pretoria for the second year running. To be able to go to the One Young World Conference this year would be an incredible honour. In my lifetime, I have been lucky enough to travel to many countries in Africa and in Europe. And reaching out into these communities and getting to know so many people has made me hungry to get to know more. The One Young World Conference would be an incredible opportunity to meet more like-minded people who together we can build something special with.